Saw the bracket today. How do you feel?
Good. It's exciting. I think, we knew whoever we got, it was going to be a good matchup. So I think we're excited to just kind of see it up there and know that now we actually have an opponent to work towards and we can focus on that.
How's practice been the past week? It's the longest stretch that you've had on without a game for a long time. How have you used that?
Yeah, it's been good. I think we were talking we haven't had a stretch of practices where we're not focusing on another opponent, and we can really focus in on what are the things that we need to fix, what are the little nitpicky things that you don't really get to lock in on when you're trying to prepare for an opponent. So I think it's been good to kind of just lock in on those little things, and it's kind of a little bit more like preseason where they're a little bit longer, you're stringing together more days in a row, so it's been really good.
What kind of things are you working on to focus on yourselves?
Just different things out of ball screens on both sides. I think that's been a big focus, and then just little things we don't have to worry about a scout, so just kind of focusing on what we want to improve on individually.
Morgan grew up right around UVM. She say anything?
No, she didn't, but I know that's close to where she grew up, and so it'll be a cool experience for her.
Assuming you win your first two games, you go out to Seattle. What makes a West Coast road trip difficult, or is it any different than a typical road trip?
I think it's pretty similar, but obviously it's a longer road. It's, the time change is different. You just you're not used to it so much. Last year we got to stay right in Bridgeport, but I think we are fortunate where the last 2 years we have played out on the West Coast, and this year we spent a good amount of time in Oregon, so we're kind of used to that. And at this point of the season, a road trip's a road trip, and tournament's a tournament, so we play wherever.
This time of year, teams don't like to have a lot of time off to stay in rhythm, but this might actually benefit you guys for everything you've been going through. Has that been the case, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think I was saying before that it's really helped us really focus on things that, we need to work on when we don't have an opponent we're scouting. And then also, we've had a lot of injuries, so just giving people time to, recover, take some time off, really get their bodies right. I think it's really benefited us.
You still get excited when you see the name pop up on the screen, UConn? What's it like?
Yeah, definitely. It's a cool experience. I think, you're always excited for the NCAA tournament, but then to try to see our name, see who we're preparing for, we have a face to, what we're trying to do. So it's exciting to kind of lock in on that.
My legs, but this week has been really nice. Just kind of having a rhythm, at least for me. I haven't had many practices, my fifth one. So it's been nice to have some consistency of practices with the girls and get in that rhythm and flow back with everyone, the chemistry back.
Does it feel more normal towards the beginning of the year when you had a full team maybe back in November? Does it feel like it did back then yet?
It does. It's really nice. I don't know. It does. It's giving beginning of the year vibes, and I love it.
Azzi, your parents said last week at the tournament, it's just nice to see their daughter doing what she loves again. And you've obviously had to sit out at different times over the last few years with different injuries and stuff. Has that made you appreciate basketball even more, just what it means to your life to be able to play?
For sure. I think injuries definitely give you a brand new perspective on the game, on how much you love it, how much it means to you. It makes you work harder. That was my motivation all through my rehab processes both times, just remembering how much I want to play, having to sit there and see the whole team struggle at times, knowing that I wanted to be able to contribute and not just have to suffer in silence on the side. So that was my motivation, and I'm back, so now I'm going to do everything I can to stay back and help the team win.
Do you feel any pressure of the moment, to be the breakthrough scorer for this team? I don't know if you envision any. Do you feel like you have to go out and score 30 in the Sweet 16 to make sure this team advances?
I think that's what's so incredible about our team, especially having gone through what we've gone through, is that everyone has had to step up at different times, so everyone is capable of so much. So I think that I don't like to look at it as pressure. So I can do that, but so can Lou, so can Aaliyah, so can Dorka, so can Caroline. So I think that's what's amazing, is I'm hoping that this tournament comes around, all of us are playing our best basketball, and we're all going to contribute and make it so hard for the other teams to defend.
Everybody's waiting for you to carry this team the way Paige did last year to the Final Four. You said you don't feel pressure, but do you kind of embrace that? Do you believe, I am ready to make an impact right now?
I'm definitely ready to make an impact. I'm really excited for this tournament, and I don't think carry is the right term for this year because, like I said, I think everyone on this team is capable and has shown throughout the year that they can handle it and carry it in a sense. So I think that no one's going to need to carry the team by themselves. I think we're all going to step up and be able to do this together.
Everybody else thinks the team is different with you because of the spacing and the threat of your three-point shooting. Do you feel like you're adding something to this team because people have to be aware of you now, and maybe that opens up for Lou or Aaliyah?
For sure. I think I try to tell myself that, like, even if I'm not making shots, like, I think I do a good job on defense, and then offensively, if I'm not hitting shots, like, I'm still going to do my best to set screens, move without the ball, and make sure that, like, everyone else is getting good looks, and other teams still have to guard me even if I'm not making shots. They think the next one's going to go in, so do I. But then, like, people can't help off me. Like, I got to respect everyone. So I think that definitely makes it easier a little bit.
What are your impressions of the team going into the tournament? Obviously, you guys had a good Big East tournament. I mean, are you where you need to be, and how good is that, or could it be?
I think we're ready. I think we've been really focused these last couple of days, determined, the intensity's been there. So I think we're ready, we're hungry, and we're excited.
How has going through everything you guys went through this year, everything you guys went through last year, kind of added to that hunger now as you go into the tournament?
I think it's added a lot to our hunger, our maturity, and kind of like our discipline. We know what it takes. We know we've been through a lot, and you don't get pity for everything we've been through. So we know we got to take it and roll with the punches. That's the saying, right?
Yeah.
So we keep getting stronger each time something happens, each time we get hit. So I think we're ready to punch back, and we're excited for the tournament.
What did you learn just about also just like yourself through this whole experience this year, having to go through, the injury twice and working your way back?
Just a little reminder of how much I love the game, but just how strong I am and how strong this team is and how close we are. I think we really bonded throughout all this as well. So I think like our strength together as one is really strong, stronger than ever.
In the Big East tournament, it seemed like once you got that first shot to go and the rest started to follow, is that just kind of the process of knocking off the rust after being away from the games for so long?
Yeah, kind of just being out there. It's hard to really stimulate game-like stuff in practice, especially 3 games in a row. So my legs were very tired. But seeing the first one go in definitely gives you that little boost of confidence. You're like, all right, the rest of them are all going in now.
How are your legs now? Do you feel like you could play 30-plus minutes if you needed to?
Yeah, I think it was just, the first little intro. But I'm ready now.
What's it been like watching Lou step up and be that shooter that she is?
It's been incredible to see Lou throughout this whole season, just seeing her develop from how she started when she came here. It's hard to come here and learn offense so quick, and she's done a great job. You can really just feel her like maturity and how well she knows the game when she steps on the floor. So she's added such a huge piece for us, and we joke sometimes like, where would we be without Lou? Because where would we be without Lou?
Did you know she was this tough? I mean, she's tough.
Oh, she is tough. She gets beat up down there. She finishes games with bruises everywhere. I'm like, dang.
Is it almost like, I guess, taunting that you get to play 3 games, you get back, and then now you have to wait another 10 days to go back? Or is it good to get that time after you play to maybe regroup a little bit and then get ready for the next one?
I like it. It's nice for me, it gives some consistency. Like, these practices have been really good, a lot of breakdown, and we've come with a really good approach, really focused mentality. So for me, I like the consistency of having like a few practices. I had my first few games under my belt, some more practices to get the chemistry, continue the chemistry and stuff. So we're going to be ready when the next games. And I feel like it makes you even more excited to play after having to practice for so long.